everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. Today we are going to discuss the correct and proper way of comping and pricing used remote controls for listing on eBay. And this would apply to any other platforms you would cross post to. I put all of our remotes on eBay and Mercari. Poshmark does not allow for electronics. I don't put these on Amazon either. They do really well on Mercari, so that's new. We're doing really well on Mercari. Who knew remotes did well over there? But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using eBay to comp. When I cross-post our remotes to Mercari, I use our eBay price. I use the same price that I'm asking for on eBay, and then I also offer free shipping on Mercari. We use Pirate Ship, so it comes out the same. If it's $20 free ship on eBay, I know I'm probably going to get a best offer of $18 and then do free shipping. I'm going to put it up for $20 on Mercari and offer free shipping and probably send out a best offer for $18. So I only comp them on eBay. And in fact, we actually do that for all of our listings. We comp all of our items on eBay. And then when we cross-post them, we price them accordingly, according to the platform. Poshmark, I usually mark everything up about 10% to give room for higher offers. Okay, the reason I wanted to do this video today is because there's an awful lot of misinformation out there as far as comping and getting the correct prices for your remotes. I am here on this YouTube channel, and I have been here from the beginning to teach, to help, and to get the correct information into your guys' hands or your bucket of knowledge. So when I hear about misinformation being spread or things that are being incorrectly transferred throughout the reselling community, I want to make a video to show you the right way to get the correct information out there. Unfortunately, I feel like misinformation spreads faster than good information, kind of like the same way negativity or negative comments or things like that get more attention than positive. But I do what I can from my little corner of the world. The first thing that a lot of folks don't understand about comping remotes is you can't just go off of what you're seeing. And we're going to do all of this together. I'm going to screenshot this with you guys. That's why you're looking at my remotes right now. I have some pulled up that we're going to randomly comp together. And I'm going to show you this step by step in a screen share so you can see what I'm talking about. But before we do that, I wanted to let you know the biggest misconceptions. And that is people think when you look up a remote that you can just go by what you're seeing. And you can't. You have to understand that there are knockoffs. There are remotes coming from China that are not genuine or authentic. So when you are comping them, you have to look for the ones that say genuine or OEM. O is an Oscar, E is an elephant, M is in Mary. OEM simply means factory made, genuine, real deal. It is interchangeable with the word genuine. You can use both in your title, or you can use them one or the other. They're interchangeable and they mean the exact same thing. They just mean it is not a knockoff. It is not coming from China. It is the real deal. This is a genuine Sony remote. You have to look for the real ones because you can see sometimes when you go to comp a remote, the ones that say genuine OEM shipping from the United States will comp at $20 and $25 or even more than that, $40 and $50. And then you'll see some that don't say genuine or OEM. They'll say things like replacement remote or for Sony TV, not genuine Sony, audio, video, TV remote control. It'll just say replacement remote or for Sony. And the other clue is they're shipping from China. And those ones will be listed at $6 free ship, $5 free ship. So the general misconception out there is there's no money in remotes. And a lot of times when we send out our wholesale boxes of remotes, we send a box of 100. They come back and say, well, none of these are worth more than $9. And we know very well we put remotes in there that were comping at 15, 20, 25 and up. Some are 12, some are 10. I list those too. I'm not above that. We don't send people crap in our wholesale boxes. We don't send you stuff that's not going to make your money back, that's not going to make you a profit. You also have to be realistic and realize you're not going to spend $200 on a box of 100 remotes to make 10 grand. You're probably going to get $1,000 to $2,000 out of the box, and you're going to have a nice profit. And that's assuming, that's $10 to $20 profit per remote. But we hear that a lot. Like, we got all these hundreds of remotes and they all comped at under $10 and you sent me, well, no, you just need to learn how to comp them properly. And again, misinformation spreads faster than proper knowledge on the internet and within the reselling community. And folks are learning how to comp incorrectly, or they're not being taught the right way, or they just don't understand, or they're new to remotes. I am not pointing fingers at anybody, and I am not trying to be mean. You guys, I am never mean. I am tough, and I give you tough love, and I am a straight shooter, and I will tell you how it is because I want you to succeed. If I didn't give a shit about my viewers or my subscribers, and I didn't care about your guys' successes, well, one, I probably wouldn't be on YouTube. But if I were, I wouldn't be giving you the tough love. I wouldn't be giving you the proper knowledge. I wouldn't be taking time to create videos to teach you guys how to do things the right way. I do care. And if you buy a box, whether it's from us, or you get a pallet from another source, or you find someone who's got a ton of remotes that's willing to sell them to you, however you get them. If you have them, I want you to comp them properly, because if you think a remote is worth $6 because you see it's listed for $6 because you don't understand or know better, and you have a $40 remote in your hand, but you don't know the difference between the knockoffs and the real deals when you're comping, you're losing money. And anyone who loses money is not being successful. And that's the bottom line. Yes, it is frustrating when we constantly get messages from folks saying, out of all my 100 remotes, none are worth money, and we have to sit down and help them out. And that's fine, though. You purchased it from us, we'll help you. If you receive it and you don't understand and you think all of your remotes are worth poop, and they're not, we'll help you. That's fine. But I'm more just frustrated in general that people aren't comping things right. And it's not just remotes. You guys know, longtime viewers know, one of my biggest soapboxes that I like to get up on this channel is the price high. Don't participate in the fast nickel. Don't do that race to the bottom. Price your plush at what they're worth. Price your jeans at what they're worth. I cannot stand when I see people listing silver jeans below $40. I can get $20 and $30 for American Eagle. Why in the hell are you selling silver for that price? This is a really hot topic for me. You guys know that it's a soapbox, but it's really bad within the remote community or the remote resellers because, again, not your fault. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to help you. If you are seeing other YouTubers and resellers showing you, hey, look up the comps, look up the actual listed remotes and take the lowest price, or here's the average price, that's not how you comp remotes, people. Because most of those are knockoffs and most of those are coming from China. And your actual, authentic, genuine Sony audio, video, TV remote control is going to be worth more than a generic one that is illegal. I mean, it is illegal to sell knockoffs in the United States. It's not in China. They have different laws, and for some reason they get away with this. But that aside, let's comp some remotes together, and let me show you in, I was going to say real time. I guess it's real time. It's not a live video. But let me show you on a screen share, step by step, what I'm talking about. So I have pulled up 2 of our actual listed remotes here from eBay. And see, here you go. This one's going to be $10 when it goes on sale. So I'm not a high and mighty fool who cherry picks the remotes that we send people. Money is money. And when I pay a quarter or 50 cents a remote, I'm listing them all, right? So I have one here that's going to be 10. And this one will be 18. So we do list everything in our eBay store at 25% higher than the asking price that we want, because we run 20% sales off around the clock, Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends we do run a 25% off sale. So I list them a little bit higher so that when my sales kick in, it hits the price I actually wanted, and then I still have room to wiggle and do best offers. That way I can have sales running and best offers on at the same time. Both allow us a boost in sale and searches. Okay, so I have these 2 picked out, and then I have one in drafts in our List Perfectly catalog that isn't listed or isn't live anywhere yet, but I think I remember when I was comping this one, it had a lot of knockoffs. So we'll look up these 3 together, and if I don't see enough examples of what we want, I'm going to pause the recording, and then I will go through our remotes and choose a few more and restart the recording and do a couple more with you. Okay, so I have eBay up here so I can search, right? When you're comping remotes, you only really need to put the model number in your search. You don't need to waste time copy pasting or typing out Sony audio video TV. You can literally just take the model number. Now, there will be really rare cases where it's a very rare, unique model number or a brand that's not as common, and you'll put the model number in and you'll get like sneakers or something. Then you would just type Sony and that model. But 99.9% of the time, the only thing I put in the search is the model number off of the remote. If you don't know where to get the model number, some remotes are on the front right here. Right here. Some are like centered on the front, like under the brand name. I was going to say the title. Like this one, it's centered under insignia. And then this one is on the back. This is one of the really harder ones to read. I don't like these ones. But some are on the back like this. Very rarely you'll find some that are inside the battery compartment. And if you do a lot of remotes, you start to recognize RM means Sony, usually AKB is insignia or LG. You just start to get to know them just like you do anything else that you list over and over. Plush, jeans, shirts, shoes. Experience and repetition and doing something over and over again is what gives you the knowledge, because you're getting faster as you go and you're starting to learn more. So you can see I just pushed in the model number and it pulled up my remote. And the first one is mine, but if I didn't have this remote control listed, that first listing wouldn't be mine. So you're going to kind of glance through and just look at the prices of what's listed. So this replacement remote control, it may be genuine, and this buyer just doesn't know to put OEM or genuine. But they did use the word replacement, and to me, that's a red flag. A lot of the knockoffs coming from China will say replacement. This refurbished also means that mine is more valuable, because mine's not refurbished. Mine's just used, tested, and works. It's not a refurbished remote. So mine is more valuable than the $16.99 one. And then this one's $14.99. I feel like my pictures are better. And that's the other thing. You can price on the higher end if you can back up your words or back up that price. So if you have 100%, 95 to 100% positive feedback, if you have a lot of feedback, if you're a top rated seller, if you have really good pictures and like this nice white background and your photos look professional, if you know that you're putting your title in correctly and using your keywords right, if you know that you have a good description, if you have a lot of stuff that backs you up, what is it? talk the talk and walk the walk. If you have all of that and it backs you up, you can price higher. And that's why I price my plush so high, because 98% of the time my plush is on a nice white professional background and the other guy's is on the floor with a toilet in the background. You know what I mean? So if you have good feedback and lots of it, you're top rated seller, you have good photos, you're very confident in your titles, absolutely price on the higher end. If you're newer to eBay and you're still building up that feedback, maybe you're not top rated, go for the middle ground. You don't have to race to the bottom or do the fast nickel just because you don't have 10,000 positive feedback. If you're newer and you're still building up, go for the middle ground. And then just have the good photos and the titles and the keywords and be confident enough in that. No need to race to the bottom. Now, this one is unique because there's really only 3 here that are listed. This is a different remote. So we've got, well, if mine wasn't there, like let's say I was listing this, I would see a $15 pre-owned and a $17 refurbished. So I'm going to go above the refurbished because mine is more valuable and my pictures are better than this one. But I'm going to check the solds real quick too. You got to check those. And that's a different one. That's tan. That's gray. So that's not even mine because mine is the black one. So guess what? There's really no solds. There's only a couple listings. That says either this is a poop remote or it is a very rare remote that doesn't get listed often. I like to be positive and think that. So I'm going to go with $18. So I listed this at $22.49. Our sale will hit and it will be $17.99. Okay, now we're going to look up this genuine Insignia TV remote control. So again, I'm just going to copy the model number and plug it in right here. Pulls it up, see? All right, so in the solds, I always look at those second. In the listed. So this says new. That's another thing that really triggers a red flag with me. Sometimes I really feel like the ones that are listed as new are the knockoffs. They're new. They're being created in China to come here, and they're not factory or genuine, right? Because they're coming. They are new. I believe that. But I think it's a red flag that it's not legit. So what I usually do is hit use, but I wanted to show you something real quick. Another flag to me is some that have a lot of pictures in the photo. I thought I saw one, but that one just says US seller. But some of them will have like a big American flag in the corner here where that truck is. And then you look and it's coming from China. That is telling you it is a China knockoff, but they're putting the American flag in their picture to kind of tell people, hey, look, it's American. But here's the replacement remote. That's a red flag for me. Anything that doesn't really say genuine or OEM or shipping from the United States. You just got to kind of look. But what I'm going to do first is knock out all of these brand new ones that I'm pretty sure are not legit. So we'll click used on condition, and you can do this right on your phone too. There's one, this is mine right here. So there's one for $6. I don't see the word genuine or OEM. Now for me, if I see a listing that doesn't have that in the title, mine is automatically, in my mind, more valuable because I have that word. I'm going to use the word genuine or OEM or both. And to me, that makes it more valuable because I'm stating directly, first word in my title is letting buyers know that this is legitimate. So another thing is, if you look down here, how they're all comping in right around $7 to $10. So this is a lower end remote, right? It is. It happens. You get those. When you buy remotes in wholesale, you're going to get some that are going to comp really low, and you're going to get some that are going to comp really high, and everything in between. The thing is that you're getting them for 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents, $1 a piece, $2 a piece, whatever your prices are that you have with whoever your dealer is. I hate using that word, but you know what I mean. And you're making profits. So in the back end, they're selling for like the same. Now, my general rule with remotes, I don't start anything under $10. You don't have to follow that rule. I follow that rule because I am confident. I am confident that we have 100% positive feedback. We have 4,400 feedbacks here, 100%. We are got these professional backgrounds. We got nice titles, good keywords. I've got the word genuine right first thing. So I'm always confident enough in my listings that I'm never going to start a remote under 10. So if I see one that comps that low, I'm going to start it at $12.49. Our sale will hit for 10, and it will most likely sell on a best offer of around 8 or 7, but that's fine. It gives me room. If I started as low as you saw the comps, where's the room to do best offers? Or you just wouldn't have best offers on. But that is a whole nother topic and video, but best offers are good to have on. All right, so let's look at this next one. This is a Panasonic, but I just want the model number to comp. So I'm just going to paste it right in there. Let's see, we got 12. Refurbished, though. Immediately tells me mine's going to be worth more. This one's 8 plus 4 is 12, but it's on the carpet. This one's 8. This one's 8. But you see these couple of these, like this one says genuine. This one doesn't. These are solds. So let's go out of the solds. Got a 10. We've got a 15. We've got an 8. We've got a 12. Kind of all over the place on this one. And again, make sure you're seeing this genuine OEM right here. And so based on this, I'm going to sell mine for $12. So you can see here, it would start at $14.99. Once I push this out from my LP catalogs to eBay, the price will be $14.99. It'll be $12 on sale. That's a good solid price for remotes. But again, I don't start under 10, and I don't like to really go under 12. But if it's comping really low, I'll start at 10. All right, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to come back. We're going to have a couple, maybe 3 or 4 more to look at, so I can try to give you more of an idea of the knockoffs that you're going to see when you come. All right, guys, I've pulled up 4 more, and I think I've got some good examples here for you of comping and finding a bunch of knockoffs and finding listings that are all genuine, and you can kind of comp off of that. I wasn't able to find any with that remote control or that United States flag over the picture of the remote control, but if you see that, that is a huge red flag. At the end of this, we're going to look at these 4. I'm going to give you the big 3 or 4 red flags to look for that let you know they're knockoffs. But let's look at this genuine Samsung surround sound bar remote. This top one's mine because it is already listed. It'll be $20 once our sale hits. So I looked this up by its model number, and we'll pretend mine's not there like I was comping this. So this says $25 for this one. And then you already immediately get one that's $11.39 plus 96 cents shipping. There's another red flag for you. If it's 96 cents shipping, chances are, y'all, it's coming from China. And look what it says right there, from China. And you can see the other red flag I talked about, remote control for Samsung. Not a Samsung remote, but remote control for Samsung. I couldn't find the American flag for you, but look what I did find. There's no brand on this remote. Do you see this bare bottom spot right here at the bottom? On this one, which is mine, that is where the word Samsung would be. So there you go. That's another clue. Cheap shipping from China, remote control for, and the brand new from China clearly is a knockoff. Now, this is the original. Some people put original, and I think that that is okay. For me, I believe the words genuine and OEM are the best to use. Those to me are interchangeable. You can use one or the other. I like the word genuine, but if I don't have enough space, if I run out of room in the title, I will use OEM. And if I have enough space, sometimes I'll use both. But if you see original, it's probably good. It's from Canada. It's probably good. So these are the actual listed, right? So what I would be looking at is one that's 25. That's probably legit. It doesn't say genuine or OEM, but it's probably legit. I got a couple of knockoffs very clearly. And then we're going to look at the solds. We've got from China. We got one that sold for $30. New in box, though. New in box, so pay attention to that as well. A pre-owned one here sold for $20. This one sold for $19. So it looks like the genuine ones are going to sell for like $19 to $20, maybe a little bit more if they're pre-owned. So, as you can see, mine went up for $20. It'll be $20 once our sale hits. Next one that we're going to look at is a Toshiba VCR remote control. This is mine at the top, so for the purpose of the training video here, we're going to pretend it's not there and that I'm looking to comp this to list it. So I would have put in the model number in the search, and this is what would have come up. And I see a used Toshiba remote. It doesn't have the OEM or the genuine or even the word original, but it looks pretty legit. It's comping in at 19. We've got one at 12. There's the genuine word. This one is genuine OEM, tested and working, coming in at 22. Then we have one at 13. So this one's kind of one of those that's all over the place. So let's check out the solds. We got a 15. We've got a 13, a 15. So this one's kind of all over the place, and I'm just going to go on the high end because of our confidence in our listings, like I mentioned to you guys. So we are going to put this one up for $19.99, and when it goes on sale, it'll be $16. I maybe could have gone $20 on this one, but I also don't want to sit on it forever because it is oversaturated. There's a lot of them. All right, next up, we're going to be looking at a Samsung TV remote. This one is ours right here. And the first one, if we were comping this, doesn't have the words I'm looking for to make me confident that it is a genuine one, but it doesn't have any of the red flags or triggers that it's fake. So we've got 14 and 12. We've got a 16. Geez. And these all look pretty legit to me, but the prices are kind of all over the place. So I would check out the solds. Wow, one sold for 18, pre-owned, but then one sold for 6. So this is kind of like one of those that's all over the place. And this one that sold really, really cheap doesn't have any of the red flags. Now, if this had sold this cheap and it said from China, I'm like, okay, I know why it sold that cheap. That person's probably just a racer to the bottomer. A lot of these people probably are. So in this case, on this kind of remote, I'd just go mid-ground. So I was going to go for 12. Sorry, $14.99. It is already on sale. So $14.99. It's listed at $18.74. Our 20% off hits $14.99. We're going to look at one more. Sony. Just so y'all know that Sony and Samsung are the most often brands that are knocked off, at least as in our experience, which is hundreds of thousands of remotes. But the ones we see knocked off the most is Samsung and Sony. But I've seen them for every single brand, and I've seen them for every single type of remote, TV, DVD, projectors. I've seen knockoffs for everything. thing. So beware when you're comping. Don't just assume, well, it's not a Sony or a Samsung, because Star said those are the most common. It's a Toshiba. It's got to be real. Just pay attention to what you're looking at when you're comping and look for those flags I told you about. Okay, so this is comping in at 16. This doesn't have the genuine, but it looks pretty legit. This one is genuine, and it's coming in at 13. We got one at 14. So these all look pretty legit, right? So then I would want to look at the solds just to be sure. And I'm seeing kind of the same thing, like around 12. Here's one at 18. So what I would do then is choose, kind of the higher middle ground. So when mine goes on sale, it'll be 15. So let's go over the red flags real quick before I let you leave. If you don't see in the title genuine, OEM, and some people use original. If you do see, where was that one? If you do see remote control 4 in the title, that's a red flag. If you see from China, that's the biggest red flag of all the red flags of red flagdom. If you see that. If you see low shipping, if you don't see a brand name on the remote, if you see weird pictures in here, like trying to say it's from America or show you, usually the ones with the big American flags. I wish I could have found an example, but I couldn't. We'll say from China right here, but they'll have this like big flag overlaying their picture to give you confidence that it's American, and it'll say from China, 99 cents shipping and remote control 4. Just be careful of those. But yeah, one of the biggest red flags obviously is from China, but the other one is no brand name on the remote. And you can clearly see that this remote is worth about $20, but the knockoffs are selling for $12. So that is the misconceptions and why people are comping remotes incorrectly. Because if you came in here and you were not knowledgeable and you weren't taught correctly, or you were new to remotes and you didn't know or understand to look for these red flags or that there's all these knockoffs, you'd be like, well, this person's high and mighty. They think really high of themselves. That's a lot of money. And you'd probably go $12 because you wouldn't know. So that's the thing with remotes. They're different than any other type of item or category that you're going to sell on eBay because there's so many knockoffs, and you have to be careful of that. You have to be knowledgeable. You have to know what you're looking for when you comp. You have to pretty much have the ability when you're comping remotes to look for those red flags and whatever you consider to be a knockoff or a fake, to blank it out and ignore it. So if you had a whole row of $6 and then you had 5 in a row of 25, and now cheaper ones all have those red flags, it's probably a $25 remote. It's not a $6 remote. Hopefully I explained this clearly and concisely enough that you guys now have the proper knowledge moving forward so that you can comp and price your remotes the correct way. So we can stop the stigma, number one, that remotes are worthless and there's no money in remotes, because there absolutely is. There are very, very good remotes out there. And in fact, even the low-end bread and butter ones move quickly enough in volume that you can make a really good living off of remotes. So I want to remove that stigma that there's no money in remotes or all remotes are shit. Poop, sorry. I want to remove that stigma. There's money in remotes. And 2, let's stop pricing them incorrectly, because then what happens is the next person that comes behind you also prices incorrectly. If we all started racing to the bottom and doing that fast nickel on anything, the new people who are comping, who don't know better, start pricing at those low prices as well. So it's just a matter of knowing what you have versus what you're looking at when you comp, and being able to determine what's worthless and not even to take into consideration when you're considering your prices. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to join our Facebook group also. It's called Flippin Hippos Reseller Pod. There's a link for that as well in the description box, or you can just go search for us. Look for the Hippos on Facebook. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, guys, go be productive, go make some money, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.